Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please ensure to like, share, and subscribe. And also click the bell notification in the top right-hand corner to be made aware anytime I upload tutorials or videos to YouTube. All right, let's craft together. Hey guys, today we are going to be sublimating onto a glass cutting board. All right. So for this particular project, you're going to need the design of choice. This is a round cutting board that I got from Michaels, and it's a 8.8 by 8.8. And so you'll need that round cutting board along with the image of choice. And you're going to need some sublimation paper, sublimation printer and ink, and a heat press or a method of transferring your image like an easy press may even work. Okay. All right. So without further ado, we're going to start designing here in Canva. Now for this particular project, you're going to need at least an 11 by 17 piece of sublimation paper. Okay. So I'm in Canva and I'm going to create my design, and I'm going to choose this custom size, and I'm going to go with the 11 by 17, which I have here. But if you don't have it in your recent, then you can come over to units, click on that drop down arrow and change it to inches, and then just type in the 11 by 17. All right, and then just click create new design. So I'll go ahead and do that for you now. All right, so now that we have that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to upload our image. Now, this image I created in Midjourney, and so this is the one that I'm going to be using today. I think it's so cute. All right, now that we have our image that we're going to be using, we're going to go ahead and place that in there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to elements, and I'm going to look for frames, which is what I should have did at first, but just thought about it. So I'm going to look for frames, and I'm going to see all here, and I'm going to choose this round circle here. And what I'm going to do is go back to uploads. I'm going to actually, let's see if that'll work. There we go. Just drag that down into the circle. Okay. So I'm going to walk through that again to make it easy for you guys. So we're going to go to elements. We're going to type in frames, and then I chose the third one on the right here. Select that. I'm going to make it a 8 point. Let's see if I can get it to 8.9. That's really where I want it, at an 8.9. So I just drag it down to the center, and I got it. Drag it down on the corner here, and I got it to an 8.8. Or I actually did 8.9 because I want it just a little bit bigger, okay, than the 8.8. And then we're going to go to uploads, and we're going to drag our image over, and it'll fit right inside of that frame. So you don't have to worry about trying to make it fit. All right. So that's what our design is going to look like inside of our Valentine's Day cutting board here. Now, you can add words, you can put somebody's name, you can say Happy Valentine's Day. Don't want to make it uh, like go out of style when it's no longer Valentine's Day. So I'm just going to make it like a love frame or a love cutting board. Okay. And so we're going to leave it just like this. All right. So now that we have that out of the way, what we're going to do, I'm going to put um, 8.8 in the title here. I'm going to put 8.8 by, because sometimes we forget, right? This is one easy way to remember. Glass cutting board design. All right, now that we got that, we're going to go ahead and click File here on the left and save it. And we're going to go ahead and click on, I'm going to click my image again, and I'm going to select flip horizontal. All right. So that's going to be your equivalency of mirroring your image, because you do want to mirror your image. Okay. Just by doing what I just showed you. So when we print it out, it's going to be in the reverse. All right. All right. Now that we have that, I'm going to make sure I hit save again, and then we're going to go ahead and get this printed out. So we're going to choose share, and we're going to go to download, and we're going to change this file type from PNG to PDF print. All right. So that's what we want. We want PDF print. And we're going to select this color profile, and we're going to change that to CMYK for professional printing. Okay. This one is best for digital use, but I'm going to go with CMYK. Okay. And then we're going to hit download. Now, what this is going to do, it's going to allow us, when we open this file, it's going to be already ready to print. Okay. And you see we have our 8 by 8 by 8, 8.8 by 8.8 glass cutting board. Because sometimes, guys, when you don't name your projects, you're just going to end up with a bunch of stuff that you don't know, like some of this stuff here that I did. Okay. So always name your work. That way, if you want it to come back, you could come in here and you can say, duplicate page. Now you got two. And let's say you want to do another design. All you have to do is just move your design over into your cutting board, okay, or your design here. Now this one I don't like because it's kind of like, cut off on the edges. So it makes that part be a little clear. I don't like that part. Okay. But here I think will be good. And let's see if we can stretch it out a little bit so we can get everything in the, I'm going to move that up now that I think about it, because I want it to, I want the entire board to be covered. Okay, so I think I like that better. All right, but same thing here. You can double click it, and then you can, make your image smaller or larger or whatever, so that you can make sure you get everything in there. And now, well, it's still like kind of covering it up there. Didn't work for that one, but it worked for this one. Okay, so let's see if we do a different design of something that's going on with this one. Okay, there we go. It's just that image. Okay, so that one is cute too. We did if you haven't seen it, I have a sublimation tumbler that I walk you through the tutorial on how to get this a design like this. We all know AI doesn't duplicate work. So yeah. All right, so we have our image here, and let me just take another look. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit in case I don't want to cut off too much on there. Let's duplicate this. Let's bring that back in. Let me take another look. I think I like it better like that, because then, we could put here, let's see, let's just put something like Forever Love or something like that. That might be cute. We don't want to get it, cut off. So we're going to take that out of frames and say Forever Love. That'll be cute. You could just do this little part here. So I'm going to make that super little. And I'm going to put it right there. Aw, that's too cute. All right, now I am going to have to move this up just a little bit, because I have mine set at 8.9. So a little bit of mine will be kind of off. Let's try it again. All right, I'm gonna go a little bit smaller. You guys will see what I'm talking about when I print this out. Over a little bit. And let's change the color by clicking on the color here. And then we're going to take this color here from the actual design. And let's see what that looks like. Aww. Okay, so we're gonna leave it just like that. And like I said, guys, you can play around with it to make it your own, but I think this is gonna be so cute. Okay, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and let's see. I'm gonna now reprint, okay, because I'm not using this one. I'm gonna use this one. And oops, I forgot y'all. Y'all almost let me forget to um, I'm going to group that so it's cohesive, and then I'm going to flip it horizontal. All right, because remember, you have to mirror your image for Cricut. I mean, not Cricut, but sublimation. Okay, so that's going to be the equivalent of mirroring your image. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, so we're going to redo this. So we're going to do share, download, and on this one, we're going to select pages and we're going to select page 3. All right, done and download. So it'll take on all the other attributes that we selected, the PDF print and all that good stuff. All right, so now when we open that file, this is what we're going to see. Okay. All right, so what I want to do now is I'm going to click on print, and let me just double check something. I want to make sure. Okay, it is inside my thing. Okay, so we're going to click on print, and then I'm going to be using my Epson Workforce 7720, and I'm going to select more settings. Come down here and say print using system dialog, and we're going to select that 7720 and more settings. All right, so we're going to change this to paper cassette 1. We're going to change this to tabloid, which is 11 by 17. And we're going to leave it in the portrait position. And then we're going to come down here to quality. We're going to click on that drop down arrow and select more settings. And I'm going to change it to quality. Quality, and hit OK. And then you have 3 tabs here at the top. Under more options, I'm going to deselect high speed and click OK. All right. So now I'm going to load my paper into my Epson Workforce 7720. Now my printer has been discontinued. So this particular printer you can no longer purchase. I absolutely am so glad I got mine before they discontinued them. So I'm going to go ahead and load my paper, and then I'm going to click on print, and then I'll take you to the printer with me. I need to order some more 11 by 17 ASUP paper because I'm like one sheet from being out. All right, so I have my paper, and I'm going to go ahead and get the printer loaded. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and click on print, and I will see you at the printer. All right, guys, we have our image printing out here. I'm using the A sub 11 by 17. You cannot use 8.5 by 11 to 8.5 by 14. It's not going to cover your entire board. So this is what I'm using. All right, A sub, my number one. I don't know why my paper keep acting crazy when it first started printing out right here. So thank God I had my image going down some so that didn't impact my image printing out. All right, we're going to be sublimating this, guys, according to the Make Market, which is the brand of cutting board that I'm using. According to their instructions, it says to heat press this at 356 degrees for 360 seconds. All right, so for glass, it takes a while. Okay, high temperatures, long press time. And I'm going to show you two other cutting boards that I did. Y'all, look at that. It's so cute. I'm going to show you some other boards that I did. Now, these are large cutting boards, but I did this one, and y'all pardon, I need to wipe it down. It's just been sitting on my bar over there. But I made this one as a glass cutting board, but this one, you don't mirror the image, and you heat press it on this side, and then you turn it over, and there's your image. All right, so that's one. This is a glass cutting tray. And this is another one that I did for like Thanksgiving. All right, like having your grandmother, you know, in the kitchen throwing down. All right, so these are large ones, and I ordered these, not ordered, but I bought these from a local shop here in Dallas, Texas. But this one that we're doing today is an 8 by 8 or 8.8 by 8.8, and I got this at Michael's. So I already took it out of the little container, so that's why it's not sitting in there perfectly. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the heat press and get this baby pressed on. All right, guys, so I have some heat tape and I got some butcher paper. So we are going to get this onto our design. Now I'm going to cut this down so I can make sure I get it in the right place. I don't want no part of my board not covered. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of trim it just to be on the safe side. We don't want no slip ups. Now, I see some people that will, you know, use the lint roller on glass. I'm not going to do that. That's just too extra for me. But I will tell you that after you put this together, you do want to make sure that the person washes this before they use it. So they don't want to immediately go to, you know, using it. So make sure they wash it before use. Okay, so now that we got that cut down, we're going to take, and you're going to be pressing on the glossy side, all right? Not on this side. You're going to press on this side, all right? So hopefully you guys can see that. This is the side we're going to be pressing on, okay? So I'm just going to take and lay my design down, and I'm going to use some heat tape to hold this baby in place. And we're just going to make sure we got the whole thing covered. or at least try to make sure we got the whole thing covered. It does look like I have one little area that doesn't look like it's going to be covered. That's why I made it larger than what they said, because sometimes these things, guys, you know, they be tricking us. They be tricking us. So if you do this project, you know, make it at least, I might have just cut it by accident right there, but make it 8.9, make your image 8.9 instead of 8.8, okay? All right, so now that we have that on there, we're waiting for our heat press to get up to the desired temperature, and then we're going to go ahead and press this, and I'm going to be placing this butcher paper on top, or parchment paper on top, all right, to protect my heat press. So we're going to press it just like that, all right? So I'm going to give it a second. Okay, so it's clicking, so I might be good. All right, so I'm going to press this, guys. I know I'm going to have to loosen this up just a little bit. I'm going to press this, like I said, for 360 seconds. There we go. I knew I had to loosen it up a little bit because I have that rubber mat on there, and this is glass, so it's a little bit thicker than when we're working with, or I'm working with a t-shirt. So I'm going to let this go, and then I'm going to come back when we're about 5 seconds out, okay? All right, guys, we're almost done here. This is going to be super hot, guys, because you've been pressing this now for 360 seconds. So please, please, please make sure you're wearing heat gloves before touching that. All right, hold on one. All right. So they have 4 little rubber legs that you place on the bottom of this. So I'm going to just take a look, and you should start to see, you'll know when you have a good sublimation when you can start to see the ink bleed through, okay? And now look there. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all, look how pretty. Woo. All right, I'm gonna let it cool down, and then I'm gonna let it cool down, and then we're gonna put the legs on, okay? All right, guys, it's gotten a little bit cooler, where I can, I think, hold it. So let's take a look here. Y'all, look at that. It turned out so pretty. The only thing I don't like is that I could have not, I mean, it's not a deal breaker, but it's got a little bit of white right there, and I don't like that. I don't like that, and that's why it's sized up to a 8.9 by 8.9. But clearly, I could have went a little bit larger. So this is the sublimation side. So don't panic when you first, take a peek, because this is the side we put the image on. So what I do want to point out is that Make Market does not tell you not to mirror the image. So I mirrored, but do not mirror the image. Do not mirror the image. And I know with most glass you don't mirror the image, but Make Market didn't say. So I mirrored, but mine doesn't have any words on it, so it's perfectly fine. All right. So there it is, y'all. It's so pretty. So we're going to put the legs on now. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to get that put down so we can get this party started. All right. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to make sure you guys can see what I'm designing here. All right, so we have our legs. We're going to turn that glass over just like that. And you have these 4 little rubber legs that will go on there. And so we're going to peel them off and place them on. Mine is a little dirty, y'all. I stepped on it. So please forgive me. I pulled them out the packaging and stepped on it. All right, so that's 2 of them. And I'm just putting 1 in each corner. This one looks like it wants to not act right. Probably because my big foot stepped on it. All right, so this one is not the best. But you'll put these on. All right, so now we have those on. So that's to keep it from being flush against your countertop or whatever, you know, you may put this on. But I like my large square ones because they come with legs. And so I can sit my cutting board up. Let's see if this will work for this one. Let's go in a little bit. I like to be able to display my work. So there, we have it. We have it. Got it. All right, so that is it, guys. This is the Make Market. Now I'm going to show you, if you're gifting this to someone, I'm going to show you what I would do to put everything back together again. All right, so that you can put it back in here and gift it to someone. I will say again, do not mirror your image for this project. Do not mirror your image. I can't say that enough. I'm so glad I didn't have any words on here because otherwise we'd have had some words going backwards. So, and I read the instructions, guys, to make sure that I didn't miss it. And I was like, it tells you, on my other ones, it tells you do not mirror the image. But clearly you can see here, it doesn't say. It gives you the contents and then the sublimation instructions, the pressure for your heat press, single side, sublimation only, and only sublimate on smooth side. Do not exceed 400 degrees. Always reference manufacturer's instructions, which I did. As they could vary, blah, 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 blah. So I don't know if they meant for the single side sublimation only. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. But to me, it should say, do not mirror your image. Like my other boards that I showed you, they clearly say do not mirror the image. But for most class, you don't mirror your image because it's going to show through. Okay, let me show you another example. This is my handsome son and beautiful daughter. And so this is also glass. Y'all see how thick that is? So you sublimate on this side and then the image comes through on that side. Same thing with this one, all right? And then it has a little glass stand that you put it in. So I'm gonna show you guys. It has a little glass stand that you put that on. All right, so clearly wanted to show you guys that I am familiar with that process. All right, so anywho, that's it, guys. I think it turned out beautiful, And like I said, the last thing I'm going to show you is how to put everything back if you're going to be gifting this to someone. So I'm going to be placing mine on my area over there. But what you're going to do is take this bottom piece, and that has the 5 circles on it. You're going to take that and you're going to place this in there like that. And then you're going to put this on top like that. And then you can pick it up and you can see it's clearly back in its casing. And then if you don't have another gift box to put it in, you know, it's okay to place it back in to your Make Market box here, just like that. And there you have it. All right. So that's how you can put it all back in there. And look, y'all, our little heart right there even shows through. So this is sublimation, guys. If anything wasn't clear, then please chime in the comments and let me know. And I will do my best to answer any questions that you may have. And again, this is the Make Market brand. I don't know if that's going to sit on there. This is the Make Market brand cutting board, and I bought this at Michael's. Okay, very easy to do. Again, do not mirror your image. Okay, if you don't have words on it, it's not a deal breaker like in my case, right? But do not mirror the image. Okay. All right, guys, that's it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. If you guys, again, have any questions, please chime in the comments. I'll do my best to help you. And you guys know my motto is each one reach one so that each one can teach one. And you guys have an amazing day. Bye.